This is me talking to other people. Hi, how are you?
Welcome to Prostate Cancer, The Road to Recovery with Jason Stone, a Stage 4 fighter. This podcast brings you support and insights from survivors, fighters, and medical experts. Join us for an educational and inspiring journey.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm 53 years old. I have stage 4 prostate cancer that's metastasized to my spine, and on this channel we talk about it. Welcome. So coming up next weekend, I'm going to be a guest on another podcast, Summit City Studios, Good Podcasting podcast. I'm looking forward to that. He's been good about answering some of my questions as I've started this adventure, trying to figure this thing out, trying to figure out my video and my audio and what do I need. And, here's the cliff note for anybody out there looking to start one. Start with your audio. Get a good microphone. And it doesn't have to be an expensive microphone. This is already going sideways from what I wanted to do. It's turning into an advertisement. This microphone cost me $75, and now it's on Amazon for $50. So ATR 2100X, and it is really good. It's got a nice radio sound, and it's not expensive. But getting your sound right is hugely important, and you don't have to spend $300 and something on one of those Rode whatevers. You can. If you've got it, spend it. Anyway, another one that's recently been helping is Podcast Creators Hub. And so there's some links, or at least a screenshot. I haven't figured out the links in the videos yet. There's so much to this. There's so much production and things I hadn't planned on. This isn't just sitting down and recording once you get going with these. But, yeah, either way, if you're thinking about getting a podcast or a vlog going, check them out. So let's get on with this. Today is a rough day. I am having a rough day. I've been sick. I've been, whatever this bug going around is, it's early January 2023. I don't even know the date. And I've got 3 electronic devices in front of me, and none of them show that here it is. January 5th. It's Friday, January 5th. That's right. And it's, I'm having a rough day. I've been trying to get over this respiratory congestion thing. And so when we're on treatment, when we're on and in my case, I'm not on Erlita or some of these other doxycycline. I'm not doing chemo, and I have a different perspective now. And this is going to be episode 15. I have a different perspective now than when I started episode 1. Episode 1, despite my attempt to remain positive and project positivity, I thought I was not doing great. I'm meeting a whole new world of people. I am a lucky person. I truly am lucky. And it's weird to say that when I'm on this treatment, but all I'm on, I can say all I'm on. All I did was I did 28 sessions of radiation to my prostate, 5 doses of radiation to my spine, and I'm on Zytiga and Lupron. I get a Lupron shot every 3 months, and I take Zytiga. And I'm expecting to do those for a year, not 2 years, not 5 years, not for life. Of course, that we don't know what the future looks like. That may change. This is a moving target, and right now we're in the phase where we've started the ADT back in August, and now it's early January, and we did the radiation. And the radiation doesn't work immediately. It takes time. The radiation damages, so the ADT starves the cells, puts them in a stasis mode, puts them in a non-replicating state, which is hugely important. And then the radiation damages those cancer cells so that when they wake back up, they can't replicate if they're sticking around long enough. But it also kills off their ability to make themselves look like non-cancer cells, which is how they hide from their body's natural ability to kill off. Our killer T cells, I think it is. we then engage our bodies. You get walking, you get the lymphatic system going, you do some light exercise, some light weight workout. And I was watching a couple podcasts this morning, and maybe even heavy weights helps some cancer patients, some prostate cancer patients on treatment. But it's a mixed bag, just like dairy and many other things. There's that evidence hasn't been definitively nailed down yet. And I apologize for a little bit of rambling. I'm trying to stay focused on this, but it's just the last 2 weeks have been a rambling mess, both inside my head and out. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Let's have some coffee. Yeah, that's what it was. So then our body can kick in and kill off and get rid of the cancer cells, the starved, stasis, non-replicating, damaged cancer cells. Hopefully our body induces our nutrition, our exercise, our immune system induces cancer cell death. There's a word for that. I'm reaching for it. It starts with an A. I've got a computer in front of me, but I don't. There it is. Apoptosis, Apoptosis. It induces cancer cell death. Also necrosis. Those are the two main types of cancer cell death. And it's, once those happen, then you get these, the cells are essentially little bags of, as the computer says, slush inside, and your body's able to go in and clean those out. Macrophage is a word I remember coming across, and another one starts with an N. But everybody has Google now, right? If you're watching this, you have Google, so good luck. But the point of that little ramble was the effects of the treatment that I'm lucky enough to be on. That was what I was saying. I'm lucky. I'm hoping by this August to start weaning off of the ADT, the Zytiga and the Lupron, and see what happens to my body. Get a scan, see where the cancer's at. Are there still any active tumors? There's a small chance that there won't be any active tumors. If I've done things right, my body's responded right, then there's a chance this is curable. And if not, if there's still a tumor, that's okay. Maybe they're not active. Maybe it's in remission. And then I can come off of the ADT and try and get my testosterone levels back, get out of this cloud of constant fatigue and flu-like symptoms. I've got mild flu-like symptoms all the time. And now when I'm sick, I don't know if you can hear how stuffed up I am, it's worse. It goes from, this kind of sucks to, I don't like this. And I'm working full time, which I'm lucky enough to be able to do. So there's a lot. I guess this is a more positive episode than I had anticipated, than I'd planned on. I'm lucky enough to be on the treatment plan I am, and I'm lucky enough to be able to work full time. In fact, I'm working 2 jobs, kind of. I'm a supervisor of training at the nuclear power plant here in the Tri-Cities, Washington. And then I'm also teaching courses at the college in the evenings. Not every evening. I could not do that. I teach 1 night a week at the college, and some like thermodynamics courses, nuclear plant facility courses, stuff for that an operator would take. A future operator. We're trying to make future operators. That's what it is. Today, we work 4/10s at my job, so Monday through Thursday, usually. And so today's Friday, and it's a day off. I'm way behind. And so I'd planned on getting up like normal and going in, and I did a self-check. I said self, and I could tell it was me because I recognized my voice, and I was wearing my underwear. I love that joke. Am I ready? Can I do this? And I said no. And so I'm taking the day. I'm going to try and go in tomorrow and do some catch up. because I'm fortunate enough. I'm lucky. I'm lucky enough to have a job, a work environment where they support my health. Because if I wanted to just take more time off, they'd let me. And I'm trying to keep up. But I'm also appreciate that they're saying, hey, don't push it too hard. So I'm not. I'm not necessarily, I'm working as much as I can, and they're supportive of that, and I appreciate that. So I wanted to do a little extra and try and get in and make up some of this stuff, and I'm going to probably try and do that tomorrow. So, well, I guess what's the message there is do what you can when you can, and try and have a support network, whether it's your work or your family or the things you're planning. Make it as flexible as possible, because you're just going to wake up one day, and when you sit up in bed, there's going to be a brick wall right there, and it's going to knock you right here, and you're going to fall back down, and you're going to be like, I'm not getting up for a while, and you go back to bed. And that's okay. That is okay. Because today's one of those days. This is my second cup of coffee, and it's not working today. I've got my aviation mug. I like this mug. It's got an aviation map of the Dales. Yeah, Hood River. Love that area. Anyway. My usual reliance on coffee for energy is not effective. I'm sore, I'm tired, I'm unmotivated. The fast pace of everything can be overwhelming. I want things to slow down, but that's on me. Just like you hear, be your own advocate, right? You are in control. I am in control of my health, and I have to take care of that, whether it's picking a treatment plan or deciding what I'm going to eat that day, or am I going to get out? Am I going to get up? Am I going to get moving, or am I going to rest? And that's on us every day to kind of gauge. I'm trying a new light setup. It's a little moodier. I was feeling moodier today, and so I'm trying a new light setup. Anyway, self-care, that's what I was talking about. The self-care, you have to take care of yourself physically, as well as mentally, as well as emotionally, as well as spiritually. All of those affect all the others. And which one of those is the one thing that is the starting point? I don't know. It's a chicken egg thing, which I think they've answered, but I don't know the answer. The egg had to come first? Anyway, the point of it is you have to pay attention to how you're feeling physically, because if I push myself, which I have done, too hard on any given day, my mental and emotional is not the mental and emotional parts of me are not going to be there, and that's going to then affect my physical. And there's a circular loop there that I don't want. Yeah, the role of nutrition is huge in all that. That might be the starting point. I'm starting to think about this a lot more. I'm also thinking about something else I've been thinking about, completely unrelated to this, is the fact that 65 billion neutrinos stream through each cubic centimeter of our body every second. And you know how a 3D image is created, and you have to send something, obviously light particles of some kind, into a matrix, and then that matrix has things that it interacts with, and it chooses. Are we just animated by neutrinos interacting with matter? And the source is 65 billion neutrinos per square centimeter. Cubic centimeter? Oh, crap. Square centimeter per second. And every interaction is this spark of what keeps us going. This cell still needs to be this cell. I guess it comes from what caused my cancer. I'm still thinking about what caused my cancer. Anyway, off track, Jason. Don't do that. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes here. A balanced diet is crucial. How did I get? I don't know. I don't even know where I started off on neutrinos. The importance of nutrition, a balanced diet. That might be the start. That might be the start of what allows us to make a decision to maintain our physical self and our spiritual self and our mental self and our emotional self. So we have to have the nutrition, the energy source available to make that happen. And if I am eating pizza and cookies every day, which I absolutely want to do, then I'm not going to have the base that allows me to pay attention to my physical health. That's going to make the physical part of me crap. And then my mental ability is going to be crap. Which, can you imagine it being worse than it is right now? Because you can see how bad it is. Between the medication, the treatment, and this, I don't really know what's sort of the virus. I just finished up a course of antibiotics, so I don't know. We'll see. But you have to have the nutrition base to be able to check in on each of those and make sure that you're on track. So, like I said, normally I make these videos on good days, but you know what? You're just going to see me whenever I have the ability and the time and can do one of these. I have just enough energy to do one of these today. Am I speaking my best? No. Are my thoughts as coherent? No. And I'm sorry for that. I'm not sorry. I apologize for maybe delivering not the best message today. But it's important to share the reality of bad days too. Pounds on table. It's important to know that you watch some of these videos and somebody's sitting here and they're in a park and it's, the sun's out and the birds are chirping and just doing this and I'm going and blah, blah, blah. And you're on the couch or in the recliner or in bed and just came off of a treatment of around a chemo, and it coincided with your ADT shot, and you had a hard workout a couple days before, and your body's just shot. It's okay. It is okay to be there. It's kind of like anything else. What do we do? What do we do when we fall off the horse? What do we do if we're an alcoholic and we have that drink? What do we do if, we encounter a trigger that brings back an old habit we've tried to kill up? It's all about what do we do the next day. And the next day, we check in with ourselves. How am I feeling today? And share how you're feeling. Talk to other people. Do not keep it inside. That is so destructive. Which I know, and I knew coming into this, which is kind of the genesis of all this. This is me talking to other people. Hi, how are you? It helps me. You are helping me. So thank you. And that's wild. This has started to take off a little bit, and I'm a little scared about that. I have 4 videos over 1,000 views now, and one of those is over 2,000 views. And I misstated a statistic in my walking video, like 1 out of 100,000. It's 1,000 out of 100,000. So 1 out of 1,000 men will have prostate cancer. And so if 1 out of 1,000 men have prostate cancer, and I know from my experience, I found out not too late, right? Because I'm going to get cured. I'm going to be cured. I didn't find out too late, but I found out late. And if I can help 1 out of 1,000, so if 4 men in here have been helped and have gotten onto a treatment plan earlier or said, oh man, he said not to ignore these symptoms. I'm experiencing these symptoms. I'm going to go see a urologist. If that has happened, has happened or is happening, then this is a win. This is a win, and I'm glad to meet you all. Keep putting in the comments, keep sharing your stories. I'm reading them all. I'm trying. There's like 3 comments I haven't responded to because I don't necessarily know how to respond to some of them, but all the others I try and respond to. So I appreciate the engagement. I appreciate the views. I appreciate your stories. I'm reading them all, and you're all awesome. So yeah, this is kind of a mixed bag for an episode. I don't expect that this one's going to get a lot of attention. Either way, you're all awesome. I love you all. Have a good day.